limestone. I wonder if they're going to replace them with that.
We ready? Okay. Good evening.
No, they're gonna do it.
Please turn off your phones. Welcome to the November 15th, 2023 regular meeting of Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I'm Dee Bright, Chair. Commissioners present tonight are Maggie Haid, Peter Graham, Christine Santamore, and Frank Green. We have a quorum for business. Eureka Springs Historic District Commission is empowered by the Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition, and new construction within the boundaries of Eureka Springs Historic District. The HDC uses Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines and the U.S. Department of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings as the basis for our decision. The Commission can take the following actions on an application: approval, approval with modifications, denial, or deferral for more information. Appeal of denial may be made to the Circuit Court. Public comments will be heard on each agenda item as it is called. Other public comments will be heard during the public comment period. Are there any changes or additions to tonight's agenda?
Yeah,
No.
We're going to add the minutes, right? Should I say that?
Oh, yes, I guess we
So
should.
under Commissioner Business, we're going to make a number 4 and number 5 addition. The first one being approval of minutes for October 18th regular meeting. And number 5, we're going to add approval of minutes for the special meeting on October 24th.
Let's put them all under number 1,
Okay.
and we'll just run them down the line.
Okay, so move 4 and 5 to number 1, as did I just stated.
Okay. Do we have a second?
A second.
Peter made the motion. Christine made the second. Any other comments on that? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Now may I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Peter made the motion. Frank seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. Approval of applications does not excuse applicants, owner, or agent from compliance with any other applicable codes, ordinances, or policies of the City of Eureka Springs. We have no old business, new business. Level 2, 530 Spring, Eureka Springs Parks. Level 2, 4 Spring, Basin Park, Eureka Springs Parks. Level 2, 302 Village Circle, Johnson owner, Minix. Am I saying that right? Meeks. Applicant. And a level 3, 302 Village Circle, Johnson owner, Minks applicant. Okay, is there anybody here for 530 Spring, Eureka Springs Parks owner, applicant, new walls, add stairway? And this is at their Parks building, correct?
Yes, the old Eureka Kids building, for those of you who remember that,
Would you-
next to the Harmon Park headquarters.
Sam, would you introduce yourself and your
Yes, I'm
address?
Sam
and-
Dudley, the director for Eureka Springs Parks.
Okay. Peter's going to read you the scope of work to see if it's correct.
All right, so for 530 Spring Street, the scope of works is demolish/replace deck, add stairway from upper emergency exit, add 2 new stone walls, backfill space between building and existing stone wall.
Yes.
That's inaccurate?
Yes.
Okay. And then the summary of facts is presented on application. 1, deck from front, demolished for safety reasons. 2, stairway to be added to rear of building to go from the emergency exit to the ground. 3 is 2 walls to be added, size and material not specified. 4, space between building and existing stone wall to be backfilled.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, and let's see, is there anybody here to speak on this application? No. Okay. Do you guys have questions? Or do I have a motion, please?
Motion for discussion, is that
Yeah.
what we're talking about? Yep, so I'll do it. Sorry. Yeah, I move that the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the proposed work at 530 Spring Street based on the agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Questions?
So Sam, I have a question. Right here where it says the summary of facts for number 3, the 2 walls to be added, the size and materials not specified. Do you have an idea at this point what the material are going to be or what's going to go down with that?
I've been asking a number of local masons, and we have a number of options we can do after speaking with Glenna. Obviously, this application was turned in right as Kyle had to take a leave of absence, so it's been a little bit chaotic, so to speak.
Yes.
However, we have natural stone that we can use. I was thinking we could also, I've been recommended to, just for extra support, build a cinder block retaining wall and set it a few feet in so it's not visible, and then present a natural, dry stack wall in front of it, just for the support factor, because it's going to be a lot of material that's going to have to hold up. It's probably what we'll end up doing, just FYI.
Yep. It sounds like that the proposed idea would be going with masonry or natural stone, correct?
Yes,
Kind
at
of
least
like that.
aesthetically. If we need to build a cinder block wall, it would be, set
Yeah.
a few feet in, so we still have room to put the natural stone in front of it. So, you wouldn't see the cinder blocks, but
Yeah.
it's probably a good idea
Yeah.
just to go ahead and do that, just for structural reasons.
Okay, sweet. That was my only question.
So do you want to, since you made the motion, do you want to amend it that he use those materials?
That's what I was thinking about doing, is because it already sounds like that's where you're going with. If you don't mind, if we could just amend it,
Yeah,
that
of
it
course.
sounds like we're going to go with natural stone. Both proposals I don't see as being an issue because they're both going to be natural stone as the fascia, like as the front face. So that's what I would support what I encourage. I shouldn't say support.
I was going to say that was a good pun, Peter.
Okay. And Maggie, is that okay with you for the second?
Yes.
Okay. Any other discussions or questions for Sam? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0.
Can I make a comment on that particular project? I'd like to apologize for the way it went down. I'm not sure if y'all are aware, but it was
I think I
a little
am.
unorganized when it started, and things happened before approval. And
Well, it was just rotten, and
Yeah, it
we
was-
understand,
it needed to come down, but
but thanks for,
yeah.
and I know it's taken a while because.
I'm learning.
of Kyle. Yeah. At least you came and fixed it. And he's the next one also, so you can just pick up both your slips at the same time
Okay.
or whatever.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Thank
move
you.
on to the next one here, to Level 2 for Spring, Basin Park, Eureka Spring Park, owner, applicant, replace, redesign, stairway. And since Peter's writing, I'm going to read. Scope of work, replace, redesign steps and handrails at southern entry to park. The summary of facts as presented on application. Existing steps are in poor condition and do not meet code. Existing steps and temporary railing will be removed. New stairway will be imprinted concrete with a landing and 90-degree turn to lead pedestrians to sidewalk rather than the street. New handrail will be metal and meet code. Does that sound correct?
Yes, yeah.
Now, I know there's some people that want to speak on this.
Yeah, and it was actually, it was mostly correct. Can you reread the part about the material used for the steps? I'm sorry, I kind of,
Existing
Imprinted
imprinted concrete with a landing and 90-degree turn to lead pedestrians to sidewalk rather than street.
Okay.
New handrail will be metal and meet code.
That part's correct. The imprinted concrete would be the landing, but the steps themselves, I think we're going to try to stick with the natural limestone.
Okay, just
with
like what's up there.
Yes.
Okay.
And then obviously we'll have to have certain areas concrete so we can adhere the handrail sufficiently.
Okay. Now, if I can have you
Yeah, sure.
step back or sit down for a second, and the first
Let
person
me
that...
redo that exit.
Okay. First person that wants to say something, come to the mic. Your name and address, please.
Good evening. My name is Scott Price. I live at 5 Ming Street here in Eureka. And I want to comment on the new landing for Basin Park Streets.
On the what?
On the landing
Okay.
that was
Yeah,
proposed here.
Yeah, pull the mic closest to you.
Sorry,
And that's
okay.
okay.
Yeah, I literally go down to the park every day with my dog and sit and observe things that happen there. I've been there when it's rained, when there's been ice, and when there's been snow. I'll even go down in wintertime. And I've actually slipped on those stairs a couple of times. They're extremely dangerous when it's wet, when there's ice, and when there's snow. And I've seen other people slip on those stairs and go into the street. I think the landing is a perfect solution to address the hazard that the current steps are, how steep they are there. And I must say that as long as it fits in with how Basin Park is now with the natural limestone, I think that's a great addition. And that's basically it.
Thank you.
I really like the design that's been proposed.
Okay, thank you for coming down and giving us your input. Is there anybody else that wants to speak? Okay, Sam, you come back. Okay, guys, you have questions or comments of Sam?
No.
Oh, I need a motion.
Yeah, they're going to use some printed concrete
Wait a
on
sec,
this, right?
motion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I messed up. I need a motion.
I move that Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the proposed work at Basin Spring Park based on the approved, agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, now Frank, question, comment?
They're going to use some printed concrete on this instead of limestone?
No, he just corrected that to say you were going to use the
Yeah, I'm
limestone,
sorry.
right?
The landing will be imprinted concrete,
But the stairs?
but the stairs themselves will be limestone slabs.
Okay.
Yeah. That way we can adhere the handrail to the concrete pad. It's
Mm-hmm.
just much more durable, and we won't have the issue of the handrail breaking all the time.
Any other comments or questions of Sam? Peter made the motion, Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0.
You take this one?
Yeah, he gets white.
I should know this. Is there a time frame for which the work needs to be
A year.
a year? Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
And if you need, after the year, the administrative, like if Kyle's back, he can give you an extra 6 months. Okay, thank you. Okay, 302 Village Circle. And he's here for two different things, but we're going to start with the level 2, and this is add back stairway exit. And the summary of facts is see elevation drawings. Okay, just a moment. This is, well, we need a motion so we can discuss.
I make a motion that Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness based upon the facts at 302 Village Circle as agreed upon based on the summary facts as presented.
Second.
And this is in back of the building?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you guys have questions?
It's like the back as in, okay, cool, I see that. Sweet.
We did a site visit in that area with some other buildings, remember? I mean, not this particular one, but
I know yesterday during the zoning and planning meeting, I also sit on the commissioner board there. I think it's very important that you keep in contact with Jacob. I think there's a couple other things that need to be done to line it up and make sure
Correct.
everything's a go-ahead there.
You got
So
it.
he's going to make sure that, because we had to get through this meeting first, and then you're going to come back for the zoning and planning meeting, so it's important that, you know,
Correct.
someone can represent this property there. too.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
And the next zoning and planning is,
It is December 9th.
okay.
It's in December. You can pull it up.
yeah, I think it would be the 9th.
Yeah, the 9th. Let me just,
Because ours would be the 6th, so it's the Tuesday after us. Yeah,
Okay.
it would be the 9th.
the 12th.
Oh, the 12th, okay.
Yep. December 12th.
Okay.
At 6 p.m., same place.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions of him or comments?
No.
Peter made the motion, Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0.
This one.
Just sign underneath it, and we'll just have it all doubled. Yeah. Okay, the next one is 302 Village Circle, and this is new stage. Get over to my paper. Oh, here we go. This construction was 1980 and isn't contributing. This summary of facts, stage is already constructed, see photo. Stage is wood, 2,000 square foot. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And do I have a motion?
I move that the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the proposed work at 302 Village Circle based on the agreed upon summary of facts as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Questions?
Do you have a proposed elevation for this or any kind of, anything to look at?
It's built.
Yeah. So I have a couple questions. So was there a little bit of confusion between the contractor and approval? Is that kind of what happened?
There was.
So if you could just describe it. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, I think at the beginning, I'm not sure who we were in contact with, but we spoke with somebody at the city and kind of describing what the plan was, and the idea was that there was not going to be a permit needed, you know, everything was good to go, and then once we engaged Jacob on some of the other work that was going on in the area, you know, that's when it came to note that we needed to, in fact, have a permit, and so that's when we stopped and started the process of getting our permit for it.
Okay. Okay. The other question I had, the thing that I noticed when I did the site visit about a month ago before you guys did the demolition of the other structure, was that it looks like if you're looking at the stage on the far right, that elevation, there's no handrail or guard.
And that's because work was stopped.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yes, we are going to finish that out. There'll be a staircase down that side right there.
Okay.
Is there anything underneath there to answer any of Christine's questions here? It's in that folder that we don't
maybe.
have any of
Yeah,
this.
here, you want to look at this and then that way.
Thanks.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes.
Is there anybody here to speak on this? Let Christine look at the... Because there was actually a stop work order And my understanding is the building inspector had some safety issues, and you've rectified all of that.
Correct.
And now he is happy with,
Yes, well, he's got to come back one
Yeah.
more point to do an inspection.
as you do the railings and
Correct.
everything, yes. But right at the moment, he's okay with it.
Yes.
Okay. I just didn't know if Christine knew all the
Backstory.
background on this. Okay, any other questions, guys? Okay, Peter made the motion, Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. And Peter will have your slips here. Thank you for being patient and fixing everything. Thank you. Okay, we have no consent agenda and administrative approvals by the City Historic Preservation Officer. Our minor impact projects include ordinary maintenance that does not involve a change in materials, new and replacement signs, alterations to non-contributing and/or non-historic structures, excluding major additions or demolition, medium impact projects that meet design guidelines. And these are all on our website that you can go to and check those all out. Commissioner business this evening. Approval of minutes, and we need to go back to October 18th. Okay, so does somebody, and Ida says even if we miss a meeting, we can go ahead and vote on the minutes.
That's a new rule.
So on October, we'll see on October 18th, I didn't bring all that to who was here and who wasn't. On the 18th and the 24th, so since she's corrected me and told me this twice, so we're just going to go her way tonight. So if somebody will make a motion for the 18th and the 24th.
Do you want those together?
Yeah, since we brought them last 2 weeks ago, yeah, if we'll just vote on those two together to make a motion.
Okay, I move that we approve the minutes from the October 18th regular meeting and the 24th special meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, and Christine made the motion, Frank seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 And then I'm going to abstain because I was absent on October 18th.
Okay, so the motion carries 4-1. And then for November 1st regular meeting, I think we were all, oh, you weren't,
I wasn't here either.
but Ida says we can go ahead and vote, whether we are or not. So I just make a motion, and if we have to correct it later, we will. But
I make a motion to approve the minutes for November 1st regular meeting.
I'll second.
Peter made the motion, Frank seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. Okay, next meeting will be December 6, 2023. Level 3 applications are due Thursday, November 22nd, because this is a 5-week month. Level 2 applications due Wednesday, November 29th. Agenda setting for December 6, 2023 meeting. Does anybody have anything? Okay. Public comments. We didn't have anybody sign up. Commissioner comments. Right?
Anything you want to say?
No, thank you.
Maggie?
We're good.
Christine?
My only comment is I've only been here about a year and a half, and I'm actually very impressed with Jacob and the community for making a huge difference in cleanup. If you look around the yards and everything, people are doing a really good job of cleaning their yards up in the historic district, and things look nice with the Christmas lights. So I just wanted to call that out. So thank you.
Since you're saying, I'm going to add something to you tomorrow morning at 8:30 to 9:30, Main Street, Eureka Springs is doing a cleanup at Tibbs Alley. If anybody has time and wants to run down and help with that cleanup, it would be wonderful.
And Tuesday nights, the main stage. Where's the location on Spring
That
Street?
is,
Tibbs Alley's across from the Globe.
no, we're having a soup on Tuesdays, the next Tuesday nights, Main Street's having at our building next to Mojo's and across from
Rogues Manor.
Rogues Manor. I'm sorry, I'm just blank.
Yep. It was good last time, so I encourage everyone
It was
to come
wonderful
on Tuesday.
last night, too. You missed last night, you were at planning.
Yeah.
But it's, and we're giving awards to a community star, and we're going to continue that through next year, more community stars. But we had John Rankin was the first week, and last week, Sam already left. One of the park's guys, I'm blank. But we appreciate their work and everything, and just something to honor people that do a lot in town and don't always get recognized. I do want to make one comment because I know Frankie's had this, and I've had a call or two on paint colors. It's in our book. If you look at our design book, page 11, projects that these do not need a C of A, which that's that little paper that Peter's been filling out, are general maintenance or cleaning as outlined in these design guidelines do not require C of A. That includes repainting surfaces, as long as, it's just a normal. And then on page 59.
Which page, 59?
59,
Yeah.
yes. Let me flip over there. Okay, you've got a whole section at the top, paint and paint color. The information in this section is advisory, as the Historic District Commission no longer reviews paint color. And it does have, this section provides a guidance to those who wish to consider historic tradition in their paint color decisions. In Eureka Springs, the appropriate application of color to building exteriors bring variety and vibrance to the residential neighborhoods in downtown district. There's different architectural styles, and some of those have different paint colors, but you can read that and come down and talk to Kyle if you want guidance. But we do not do color review and haven't. I've been on here for 17 years and we haven't done it in those 17 years. So I just wanted to point that out since people have called just recently on that in the last couple of months.
I make a motion that we have adjournment.
No, I get to make my comment. Okay. No, that's business. Okay, I want to say Kyle leaves Monday to make his journey to Utah for his surgery. He's been switched from California to Utah where he has family, which that's wonderful. And we just want him to know we're thinking of him and wish him the best. Now you may adjourn.
I make a motion that we have adjournment.
I'll second.
Peter made the motion, Frank seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries 4-0.